Hey everybody, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you a little bit more about your literature review. I know that it sounds kind of scary if you've never done one before, but it's really not as difficult as it sounds. So I wanted to talk you through a little bit of it, explain a little bit of it to you so that it's not as scary as it seems. So here's the actual assignment. And you'll see that in the assignment, it says that you'll read 4 current, which is less than 10 years old, professional peer-reviewed education journal articles and research related to 4 different areas. So you're going to find articles, and we'll go through in just a minute about how to find those. But don't forget that your greatest asset you have in this class is a librarian. You can find her in the discussion board. Well, not her, but her link. And you can get her to help you if you have any trouble. She's just here to help you. That's something new that Troy's been doing over the last few terms, and I think it's really valuable to the students. So let's look at the 4 different areas that you're going to be researching or looking for. The first area is the importance of teacher leadership. So you're going to look for an article that discusses the importance of teacher leadership, why it's important, what it does, the value, that sort of thing. The second one is the development of teacher leader characteristics and skills. Our book calls that dispositions. So you're going to look for an article that discusses that. The third one is the contributions of teacher leaders. What kind of contributions do they make? Find an article that discusses that. And then the fourth one is the development of teacher leaders in elementary school. How do schools develop teacher leaders? How can one become a teacher leader? That sort of thing. So you're going to find that there are a lot of articles. So you just kind of read through them until you find the one that just get your attention, that you feel like would best fit that topic. So you're going to summarize and review the literature and then write a report. And so I gave you down here a link. Purdue OWL is a great website. I would probably star it, bookmark it, make sure that you have it wherever you need it to be able to get to it anytime, because it has everything you need to know about APA, about writing research papers, and even about writing a literature review. So it goes in depth to explain to you all about writing a literature review, why you write one, the different parts. See, it gives you all the different parts of the paper. I know some of you are wanting a page number, page count. I'm not really looking for that. I'm just looking for these different parts. I'm looking for you to just discuss what you found in the literature that you read. When you do a thesis or you do a dissertation, you'll have a very long literature review. You pull articles about different things, like if you were doing your dissertation on the characteristics, something that had to do with the characteristics of a teacher leader, well, then you would have several different articles that you pulled together and took that literature and then wrote your literature review. So the details are here, and it tells you how to organize it and everything. So I think this is very valuable information for you to learn. And you can also Google and ask for examples of lit reviews. So you'll see some that are really long. These are not going to be very long because you're only using 4 articles. So don't let the link stress you. Just make sure you cover the things, you look at the different topics, that sort of thing. So then if you want to look for a second, let's look at the library. So one of the easiest ways to get to the library is just to go to my.troy.edu and then go to academics. I'm sure there's multiple ways to get there, but okay, this is the easiest way I have to get there. So then when you scroll down into the library, you come up on this section that talks about how you can find articles, books, that sort of thing. So you'll notice down here it says that you want something that's available in our collection, because that means it's usually a PDF, so you can pull it off. But here's where you also pick scholarly peer reviewed. When people write articles, some journals don't require peer review, but that doesn't mean that they've been through a rigorous system to make sure that they're everything's legitimate, everything is academic in nature. And so some journals have peer review, which means if I peer review an article, then I read the article, I make comments, I make suggestions, the author goes back and writes, changes things that they agree with or explains why they don't, so that it's been through more of a process. So it's not like Wikipedia where anybody can go in and change something. It's something that has been reviewed by peer reviewed, and it makes it that much more legitimate. And a lot of times you'll find that they're based on research and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to type in teacher leadership or teacher leaders. And this is going to take me to the EBSCO page, which is going to give me some other options as far as putting I could put characteristics here. I could put benefits, whatever word I might want to put. And so then I wanted to show you, as you go down, you'll see that it still says scholarly peer reviewed, but it goes all the way back to 1899. So you can go in and put 2010 right there, and then it'll update. And then you can scroll down and start looking at articles and seeing, like I said, there are multiple articles. And so you can look and see which ones benefit you or apply to the different topics that were given for the lit review. So it does take a little time, but it'll become easier to you as you do it. And so I hope that helps you feel a little bit better about the lit review, but please don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions. I know this is new to a lot of you all, and so I wanted just to talk you through it a little bit. There are multiple examples of literature reviews online for you to look at so that you can have an idea. But like I said, don't look at one that has 12, 15, 20 journal articles and think yours has to be that long. Yours is just small. It's just helping you get into the habit of writing a literature review, of being able to process the information. So I know that you'll do great. I look forward to reading them, and please don't hesitate to ask if you have any other questions.